Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the centroid of different shapes. So let's start the video. In this part, as you can see, this is the description side. It is written as horizontal line. The shape is like this, means horizontal line like this. This is a horizontal line. Let the length of the line is A, as already mentioned here. The length of the line is A. So it is mentioned here length, so length is A. Then what will be the centroid? As the line is in horizontal direction, means it is only in the x direction, so already we calculated the centroid for rectangular section. What is the centroid in the x direction? It is the half of the length. So here also, as you can see, it is the length of the line is A, so automatically it becomes A by 2. Okay, so very simple. YC is 0 because this is a one dimensional body. A single line means it is a one dimensional figure, so it is only in the x direction, so it automatically becomes 0 in the y direction because no part of the line is in y direction. So simple. Similarly, in vertical line, a vertical line length is A. Simple, you can see here vertical line means this is a vertical line, so distance is A. So simple, how to calculate the centroid? As no part of the line is in x direction, so automatically the centroid in x direction becomes 0 and the centroid in y direction becomes A by 2. So very simple. Next we are going to calculate the centroid of an inclined line. Already some of you have known that in the resolution of vectors you calculate the resolution. How to do resolution? If this is axis, this is x-axis and this is y-axis, and this is a line inclined to both x and y-axis. Okay, in the previous one, if the line is in x direction or line is in y direction, it is very simple, we divide by 2 with the length. But in case of inclined case, how to calculate? So in the resolution part, how we calculate the components of the particular line. Suppose this is A, this is the distance of the line from here to here, we are taking the line, it is A. So suppose this is at an angle theta with the x-axis, this is at an angle theta. Again I am repeating, eta gote angle theta re achi ka respect re x-axis re. तो मुझे again I will tell you this while I teach you about the force and the resolution of force and vectors. So simple, I just tell you the formula. While calculating or resoluting the vectors or force or something, we just check the direction of the particular vector. माने हमें चेक करिबा थीटा एंगल कहा सहित करिछि, एठी थीटा एंगल कहा सहित करिछि एक्स एक्सिस सहित. तो सिंपल जहा सहित से एंगल करथिबो सेठी हमें तार cos कंपोनेंट रखिया. मु अगेन कहूछि जदि इंक्लाइंड अछि एक्स एक्सिस एंड वाई एक्सिस सहित कोनोसी एक्सिस ऊपर नाही वेक्टर हो लाइन हो फोर्स हो, ताले हमें तार कौन करंती, हमें ताकू रिजोल्यूशन करंती और तार कंपोनेंट कैलकुलेशन करंती. दीटा कंपोनेंट थाए, गोटे हला हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट, गोटे हला वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट और गोटे हला कॉस कंपोनेंट आ गोटे हला साइन कंपोनेंट. सिंपल. तो कॉस कंपोनेंट कहा सहित रहबो? Cos component will be in which side? Cos component will be in the direction or in the axis that is touching with the angle. Means here the theta angle is with the x-axis. Here the theta angle you can see here is with the x-axis. So the distance of the line is A or length of the line is A. So it automatically becomes A cos theta in x direction. Somewhere it will come here. So it is A cos theta in the x direction. Automatically the vertical component will be what? Vertical component kon habo sin. So it automatically becomes A sin theta. Okay. So the A sin theta will be in which direction? A sin theta will be in the vertical direction or y direction. Again I am showing you here the A sin theta, this will in the y direction. Okay, this is y, so this is simple. So here as you can see in the description part, it is written that inclined line with theta. So you can see the shape, it is a line with the length A and it is making an angle theta with the x direction. So very simple, the length is a, so the centroid in the x direction will be what, a by 2 cos theta, because the length is a, so component becomes a cos theta. As I told you here, the length is a, so the component becomes a cos theta, but as you are calculating the centroid, so it becomes, because in the previous also the length is a, so it becomes length is a, so the xc or centroid becomes a by 2. So here the length is a, so the components of the length is a cos theta and a sin theta. We are not calculating the centroid, but while calculating centroid, the length is what in x direction, it is a cos theta, simple. Similarly in the y direction, it is what, a sin theta, very simple. So as you are dividing by 2 with the length, so it becomes a by 2 cos theta and a by 2 sin theta. A by 2 cos theta in the x direction, this is in the x direction, and a by 2 sin theta in the y direction. So very simple. Again I am repeating, a cos theta is the length in x direction. It is as the line is inclined with an angle theta with x axis. A cos theta length of a line ro x direction or component of a length ro line ro x direction रे कंपाइन ना line a line रो length हला a और सी केते एंगल करिछि, थीटा एंगल करिछि कहा सहित x axis सहित, तो सेति पई एटा हला a cos theta और y direction हला a sin theta. तो सेति पई जेतबेले हमें सेंट्रोइड कैलकुलेशन करिवा कोन करिवा, a by 2 cos theta करिवा और एपडे करिवा a by 2 sin theta. a by 2 cos theta हला x direction रे, a by 2 sin theta हला y direction. Very simple. Next, this is the formula for semicircular arc. The semicircular arc, because we know that if the total arc we are calculating, then its circumference becomes 2 pi r. So when we are calculating the half of the semicircular, means half of that circle, so it be divided by 2, so 2 cancel out, it becomes what, pi r. So the length becomes pi r, and important thing is that here x equals to 0, 0 is for what, centroid in x direction, x equals to 0, because here we are calculating the centroid. Simple, important thing, remember, here we are calculating the centroid already in the middle of the x-axis. This is x-axis, so here calculating the centroid in the middle of the x-axis. If we will be calculating the centroid in the left side or right side, then radius will be its centroid. So very simple. When I will be solving a problem, I will show you there. जेतेबेले मु गोटे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करी सेतेबेले शो करिवि कोन पय ना टोटल सर्कल रो सर्कमफरेंस हला 2 पाई आर, तो सेथि पय सेमी सर्कल रो केते हबो, पाई आर हबो. सेथि पय लिखा हिची लेंथ हला पाई आर, और 0 कोन पय हमें मु 0 कोन पय नीची, एडी तो मु कैलकुलेट करूची, कोटू कैलकुलेट करूची, एडी मु तो कैलकुलेट कली, एटा मु सेंटर रु कैलकुलेट करूची, सेति पय मु एटी x रे वैल्यू 0 कम पय मु ऑलरेडी सेंटर रे अछि. कि जदी मु जदी एक्सट्रीम लेफ्ट किबा एक्सट्रीम राइट रु कैलकुलेशन करथांदी, ताले एटा कोन हेथांदा, रेडियस हेथांदा. कोन पय ना सर्कल केस रे जेतबे मु जदी सर्कल ड्रा करिवि, ताले कोन हबो, जदी मु सर्कल ड्रा करिवि, ताले जदी मु गोटे सर्कल ड्रा करूची, जदी एटी गोटे सर्कल मु ड्रा कली, एटा हला मो सर्कल, ताले मोर डायमीटर केते, एटा हला टोटल मोर डायमीटर. ताले जदी डायमीटर हला d, ताले हाफ टोटल टा एटु एतिकी डायमीटर हला d, ताले हाफ टा केते हबो, r हबो. किंतु एटी मो r केस रे थिली, तो सेति पय टेंशन माने इट इज नॉट मच डिफिकल्ट. So it is very simple. So xc becomes 0 and yc becomes what, 2r by pi. So very simple. Okay, I am making the page clear so we can write it out properly. So these are the formula. Now just note it down. It may be asked in OJE or some exams, or maybe OJE or some gate exam, cell exam, or like that. In competitive exam, this will ask. So write it down. It is very simple. Next, I am going to the 2D figures. I already told you how to calculate the centroid of a rectangular section. So again I am repeating here. If it is, if this one is a rectangular section, if this one is a rectangular section and length is L and height is H, length is L and height is H, then this will be the centroid. Then XC will be what, means length by 2, and YC will be what, H by 2. So very simple. If we will go for a square means what, a rectangle becomes square when the side of the rectangle is equal, then it becomes square. So it already mentioned here, B is equals to H equals to A. So this one is B, this one is H. So both are become equals to A. So the area becomes a square. In the previous section you can see here we are calculating the lengths, not area, because it is one dimensional figures. But here these are two dimensional shapes, so we are calculating the area. Why we are calculating the area? In the formula, as I already told you, go through the centroid introduction part. The area is the most important things, because we are calculating the centroid of area. So remember the areas also. So this is the area, a square, and the a by 2 in the XC will be a by 2 and YC also a by 2, because square all sides are equal. Similarly in triangle, where we are calculating, the shape becomes like this. If the height is H, then what is the formula? Half base into height. So the area becomes half B into H. And remember, here I am calculating at the center of the base, or center of the x-axis. So the formula, so if it is divided into equal parts, so it becomes XC equals to B by 2. If it is divided into unequal parts, then formula become different. For simple, I am only giving you the formula for the simple one. So means the height dividing the section into two equal parts. So remember this, if the base is B, if the base is B, you can see here the base is B, so the XC becomes what, B by 2, and height becomes H by 3. Why H by 3? Remember one thing, any section, any two-dimensional section, while calculating the centroid, what we do, we just join the diagonals. Here we have joined the diagonals, then automatically this becomes what, this becomes the centroid. This point becomes the centroid. So in case of triangle, what happens? We join the medians. What is basically a median? In case of triangle, what is median? Suppose I am drawing here one triangle. Okay, so I will draw one line from the vertex of this. Suppose this one is A, this one is B, and this one is C. So I am drawing a line from the vertex on the midpoint of the BC. For BC, A becomes vertex. So मोटी कौन कली मोटे line draw कली कोटू A point रू BC रो midpoint ऊपर. Similarly मु कौन draw करी B रू AC ऊपर. माने हेले इटा जेतला midpoint को join करिवो तो गोटे point रे माने mid हेबे तो इटा हला मोर कोन जेतला मो मीडियन माने को जॉइन करिवे से माने गोटे पॉइंट देकी पास करिवे तो सेई जो पॉइंट हे जीव मोर कोन हबो से पॉइंट हला मोर पई सेंट्रोइड तो सेति बे सिंपल रे मन रखो जेतले सिंपल सेंट्रोइड कैलकुलेशन करिवो तो सेंट्रोइड टा कोडी रहइबो मीडियन माने को जॉइन करले जो पॉइंट से माने पास करिवे गोटे पॉइंट देकी कॉमन पॉइंट देकी सेटा हे जीव मोर सेंट्रोइड ता सहित आ गोटे जिंस होला जेतेबेले मु ट्रायंगल रो गोटे हाइट सबले ट्रायंगल को रेशियो रे डिवाइड करे 2:1 रेशियो रे डिवाइड करे ट्रायंगल रो हाइट ट्रायंगल को 2:1 रेशियो रे डिवाइड करे तो जेतेबेले मु एटी शो करूची एटी ट्रायंगल रो हाइट केते अछि ट्रायंगल रो हाइट हला h এটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট জিনিস ট্রায়াঙ্গেল হাইট है h तो ऊपर मोर केते रहबो 2:1 हेले ऊपर रहबो 2 तळे हला 1 से बळे हले तो जदी हाइट है h तो जदी हाइट को डिवाइड करबी 2:1 रे तो ऊपर पार्ट रे केते रहबो 2h/3 तळ पार्ट रे केते रहबो h/3 दीटा को ऐड कर दियो h ही हबो सेति पई म तो बेस रो कैलकुलेशन करबी जेतळ मु बेस रो कैलकुलेशन करूची फार्मूला हला h/3 सेति पई मन रखो जेतळ मु बेस रो कैलकुलेशन करूची ताले फार्मूला हला h/3 कोन y direction because h is in y direction. So when I am calculating centroid of the triangle of height h from the base, then the centroid in y direction becomes, or yc becomes, h/3, and if the triangle height is divided into two equal parts, then the xc, this one is the xc, so xc becomes what, b/2. So you can write it down. This is very simple also. When I will be solving one problem, you can easily understand the things. But first of all, just write down the formulas. Okay, then next part is that this is a semicircle, as I already told you. That one is arc, this one is circle. So while calculating while going for a circle, what is the area of a circle? This is pi r square. So if I consider a semicircle, then what will become? Pi r square by 2. So semicircle means upper part. This one is this whole one is a circle. If I consider only the upper part, means this part, so this becomes, or I can show you like that. This one is a circle. Okay, this one becomes a semicircle. So what will be its area? Pi r square by 2. R is the radius from here to here. Suppose the radius is r. Again I am repeating here I am calculating, the formula is based on, here I am calculating the centroid, from the midpoint. From this point I am calculating the centroid. So the formula becomes what? Xc, this one is 0 means this one is xc. So xc equals to 0 because here I am calculating already at the center of the x-axis. So I am calculating already in the center of the x-axis, so it becomes 0. If I am calculating at the leftmost part, then it will be what? Total diameter is d and radius is r, then it will become r. So simple. Next thing is that yc equals to 4r by 3 pi, sorry, it is 4r by 3 pi. It is not coming directly, actually it is coming from integration, some related things, mathematical things. I am not going to that. I am directly writing the formula here. So just write down the formula. So this is the things for a semicircle. This is the most important thing, because circle becomes, if the circle is there, then automatically you can write that the centroid will be r, because for a circle the diameter is d, then automatically the radius becomes a centroid. But for semicircle it changes, and this 4r by 3 pi is calculated from the base. As you can see here, it is clearly mentioned, the 4r by 3 pi is calculated from the base. So remember that from the base I am calculating 4r by 3 pi. मु base रू calculate करूची, ये base रू calculate करूची 4r by 3 pi, किंतु मु height रू calculate करूनी. Okay, then this is becomes for parallelogram. So the area of the parallelogram is AB sin phi. Then xc becomes b plus a cos alpha by 2. Alpha is the angle between two sides. Then yc equals to a sin alpha by 2. I am zooming this. You can write it down. This is a sin alpha by 2. This is b plus a cos alpha by 2. So these are the some common shapes for which centroid is generally asked in various exams. So just writing down, and if somewhere you missed that, then rewind the video or go back to the starting and write it down again. In the next video I will show you the problem related to a composite section which will be a combine of 2 to 3 sections. Means already I told you about rectangular section. So the section may be a combination of rectangle, triangle, something like that. So it will be an interesting one. So I will you will be clear about all this formula in the next video. Okay, thank you.